everyone, this is Kathleen from Be Again Books, and I'm here with a pretty boho journal to show you. I'm pretty excited about it. I really like the way it's turned out. It has this pretty vintage earring, and I've attached this little dangle here, and that just clips onto the bow tie and then comes off, and then it's just a sari silk tie, and that's been hand dyed to match the journal. This is a recycled Reader's Digest, and I really like this pretty purple color, and I've just made this pretty collage here for the front, and it sits pretty flat. It's not at all gator mouth. I'm pretty excited about that. So it is 7.5 by 5.5. And it has a 1 1/4 inch spine and 3 signatures. There are 116 pages, 19 pockets and tucks, with 25 pieces of ephemera. And I've used an old scrapbook pad from Boho Botanical. It's called Floral Spice, and it's been hanging around in my closet for a long time. So, but it's very boho, and so I just felt like boho this month and wanted to do something. So I have this pretty book plate here in the front, and the first page has this sari silk ruffle. Here's a side pocket and some journaling cards. There's lots and lots of room for writing. And I've left most of the pages kind of undecorated so that whoever owns this journal can do some decorating if they wish. It's vintage in style. So this is a pretty vintage book page. Here's some of that lace from the garment recycle that we did few videos back, and just a little piece of handmade ephemera. And I've used this same motif, with the stenciling and the stamping on all of the pages throughout the journal. Here's a pretty stacked butterflies along that edge, and just a nice journal card there. The center signature has a pretty napkin and just a collage here in the middle, and more of that pretty hand-dyed sari silk. Book page pocket. Is it just a coffee-dyed guest check? This is a pretty vintage ledger page that I've embossed and ripped for a corner tuck, and just a journal paper and a vintage note paper. This is kind of a fun thing to do. So I have punched out butterflies, and so it's a positive space over here and a negative space here along the edge of that pocket. This is an altar playing card, one of those Tim Holtz photos, and a sticker. Just a paint chip that I've sanded so that you can write on it. This is a vintage book about friends, and so this is one of those pages, and another of the paper pad cutouts. This is a really beautiful vintage envelope, 1945, and I just liked that purple stamp, and it's empty, just waiting for someone's precious notes. Some pretty fiber yarn. I just love the way that feels. This is some vintage book end paper. It has some texture to it. And again, I repeated this daisy motif. Some sparkly rickrack. This is a vintage postcard, and I have embossed and sanded that. And this is a sari silk pleated ruffle. And cluster tuck here. Little fabric and ribbon tassel there. Book page. Again, I've embossed this corner tuck. Some pretty paper and a journaling card, and I have some little sparkly jewels along there. And this is also a postcard with this pretty Art Nouveau lady here on the front and stylized cat there. Very chic. And the last page again has this sari silk ruffle on it. And that's the end. Thanks so much for your interest. I'm going to list this on my Etsy, and I will be back with another project. We'll see you again.